What's up, words? Today we're gonna talk about believing in yourself, man. A lot of us are lacking on that shit, man. I was one of them, so I understand a lot of you guys. But let me tell you guys that you know what? It all starts with the belief. You know, a lot of people are operating from fear. You know, negative emotions. It's how you talk to yourself. That man, you know, I can't have it. It's not for me. It's not meant for me. The cards that I was dealt, you know, it's just this is the life that I got. You know, I gotta settle. You know, I can't, you know, get that car. I can't get that house. I can't get that girl. It's always negative self-talk. You know, you got to flip it, man. Believe is operating from faith. You know, a lot of us are operating from fear, failure. We're fearing of the unknown. You know, faith, you don't know what the outcome is. It's trusting the process. It's having faith that you're going to get that outcome if you don't stop, if you pursue what you want, if you're following a blueprint, the guide. You know, when you're actually being coached by someone that's done it, or talk to someone that's done it, that's guiding you, that's giving you the blueprint, that's having faith, trusting the process. But no, everybody operates from fear. Why? Because it's safe. You know, it keeps you in your comfort zone. So let me share a little story. You know, over the weekend, this weekend, you know, my comadre, she's on Team Girl Fitness. She came and visit. You know, my wife, they were chopping it up. She's like, I'm looking for a car. You know, we're like, man, well, what kind of car do you want? And she was like, well, I really want a Lexus, you know, but, you know, I can't afford it. So I'm going to go look for a Honda. And I'm like, well, why would you tell yourself you can't afford it? I go, let's brainstorm on this. She's on the team, you know, and I had a coacher. I coach a lot of my team members because we break those limiting beliefs. That's one thing that I done for myself. So I'm helping others do the same. So like I'm saying, you know, and I've been posting it on my IG. That's where I share a lot of my stories, you know, of my life, you know, my team members, you know, their accomplishment, their transformation. So you guys could go check out, you know, Guerrero_Fitness, you know, on IG. If you guys don't have IG, you guys could check it out there. This is where I showcase my life. But, you know, I share a little story about, you know, when we went looking for a car, I'm like, nah, man, we had to brainstorm and see why was she thinking that way, you know? Because I told her it's not that you can, it's that you won't, you know, because let's break everything down and see what's limiting you from, you know, actually thinking positive. What's blocking you that you're telling yourself, I can't afford that, I can't get that. You know, a lot of us settle. Throughout the years, I used to settle. I wasn't able to afford the car that I wanted for many years. And this was her first time buying a brand new car off the lot. You know, so it was a big thing for her. And it was a big thing for all of us because, you know, we want to see our family succeed. We want to see our friends succeed, win, and accomplish what they want in life. Because I know that I done so myself, and it's a great feeling, you know, hitting your goals, being able to reach those goals and saying, yeah, man, I did it. You know, I had faith and I got it. It's an awesome feeling. So I had to sit down with her and I had to take her out of her comfort zone. And it takes a lot of work, a lot of coaching, a lot of mentoring, because it's how you talk to yourself. You know, I was the same way. We're all like, man, we're all, you know, we've been raised in ignorance, you know, and the only way to get out of that is by, you know, being aware of that and knowing that, you know, knowledge is power, information is power. But a lot of us, you know, we don't want to do the work, or some people don't have the resources. Now, you know, the internet has leveled the playing field. Everybody could go and get the information if they really want, you know, at a click of a button. But a lot of people, they just still in disbelief, you know. So that's why there's coaches, there's mentors that are going to take you there because they done it. And it could be a lot more easier, but you're still going to have to put in the work. You still have to believe. So the big word for today is believe, believing in yourself. That's so powerful because it all starts with that. You know, without belief, like, man, you're just telling yourself that you ain't worth getting that you don't deserve it. It's all negative self-talk, you know. So we got to be able to flip that mindset to all being positive. The positive state of mind, the positive mental attitude that we speak about, you know, the positive self-talk, and, you know, telling yourself, you know what? I always have more than enough. I always have more than enough to give and to share. You got to start talking to yourself in that manner. You know, the more money I spend and circulate, the more money I receive. You know, it's like Everybody's scared to spend that money. Everybody wants to save or to hold on to their, to their life savings or that little bit of money that they have. Nah, man. Money is made to move freely. Money is always flowing. So you have to understand that that's how this shit works. You can't operate from scarcity. From fear of failure. Like, oh man, already fucking predicting the future, saying, oh, how I'm gonna pay this, how I'm gonna pull it off. All kinds of negative scenarios that haven't even happened yet. So all that, what you think is what's gonna happen. What you think is what you're gonna become. I'm a true believer of that. I'm a very optimistic person. Always say, no, we're gonna make it happen. We're gonna have to pull it off. It's gonna have to take some work, some consistency, some discipline. But if that person did it, then why can't I do it? You gotta see that and talk to yourself in that manner, because if not, there is nobody that's gonna be doing it for you. There's nobody that's gonna be able to just hand it to you and tell you, here you go. Nah, a lot of times it's gonna take some work out of your part to actually start working towards what you want, your goals. It's awesome when you reach a goal and you accomplish that. So I wanted that for her. So it took, like I said, it took a lot of coaching and mentoring, but we were able to pull it off. Once I broke that limiting belief, once I was able to, make her understand that it's what you think, and the way that she was talking to herself, always negative and always just in that scarcity mindset, was what was keeping her there. Because after we brainstormed, after we put everything and laid out everything on the table, it was obtainable, it was affordable. All it took is a phone call, making some moves, making sure she got exactly what she wanted. You got to get exactly what you want. That's where the power is at. And we were able to pull that off. And that was, one of the proudest moments, because like I said, man, when somebody reaches their goal, it's awesome, man. Especially, a lot of us that been, settling for what we could get, throughout the years. Like, I was one of them. Like I said, I used to settle for cars that I didn't want. It was cars that I could afford, cars that I was, qualified for, till now. Till recently, when I changed my mindset, everything changed for me. When I was able to flip my mindset and I created that belief. That right there is so powerful, that belief, that faith that you must have, that if one person did it, you could do it too. It's just, hanging around the right people, being around the right people that are going to push you forward, that are going to break those limiting beliefs, that are going to talk to you in that manner of understanding that, nah, man, don't talk to yourself like that. Nah, you're better than that. You deserve more. And you just got to go after it. And like I said, that was one of the, good moments that, I like to share with my team members when they win, specifically when they got their transformations or when they got a new promotion or they got a new job. It's awesome, man, because we start being more confident. We start breaking those limiting beliefs and we start believing in ourselves more. So like I said, it all starts with the belief. Once you start believing in something, it becomes a thought. Once it becomes a thought, you got to talk about it. You got to speak about it, so you can start calling it in, bringing it into existence. Then you got to behave, act on it, and the results will follow. Let's run it, Warriors. Don't stay where you guys don't want to be. You guys could become more. Let's run it.